Hi, welcome to Free Spirit and welcome to the overall weekly as we're going into the 8th of September. So there's so much coming through that I wanted to turn on the camera because I didn't want to lose it. But you could feel that a lot of pieces of you are coming back. But to sum it up, okay, this is very flip, but it's like all your pieces are coming back to play. All your pieces are coming back to play. So it's like if you had been scattered and your energy and focus was in a million different things, it's like all these pieces of you are coming back to play what's on the board right now, like what is in your present. So it's an amazing time of recollecting yourself here and really assessing what you're doing going forward and using your energy and your focus where it makes the most sense. They kept saying SENSENCENTS. Like, how are you creating your abundance? What are your achievements? What are your goals? How are you taking real divine self-care of yourself, which could have changed going from here on out. So it's us taking the reins, and there was very much of taking control of things kind of thing. So when you get pieces of yourself back, that's so empowering, right? So you could feel that you're up a notch in the way that you're taking control of the things in your life. And it could just be, I'm going to be doing this, I'm not going to be doing that. That's a yes, that's a no. I'm going to be really taking care of things that I was slacking on, or I'm really going to say enough with that, or I'm not doing that anymore. And it's just a really nice energy. I don't know what else to say, and it's going to hang around for quite a while, but I think it's delicious that we're going into September with this. So it's like we're getting all of our pieces back to play. And I love that little twist on words. So yeah, this is bringing back to, well, I was just cackling because I love when it's just a flip one-liner, getting all your pieces to play with, to, get all your pieces back to play. But yeah, so it's going to be amazing what you're doing with yourself more intact. I don't know other words to say, like feeling more intact, and then what are you doing? That's a very powerful place to come from. And then you're better with your time management, the way that you're using your time, they're showing me, and the way could be new routines, new ways of doing things. This is going to have great results. So if you're feeling guided to like change things up all of a sudden, and you don't have to do it that way. Yeah, you might have been doing that way for years, but you're not anymore. It's like that. It's like, and what is that? That's extra that's extra energy. That's like, and there's clarity. Now, that's been coming through a lot in recent meetings going into September, where all of a sudden it's like the lights are coming on and you thought you were awake before. You're awake. You're seeing things clearly, and more of like, what are you going to put up with? What are you not? What makes sense? Yeah, so they're giving me a lot. They're going to give you a lot, and this is direct guidance, and what I call love, support, backing, but in a very practical way. And so always stay a little open to that, because sometimes I feel even in the day-to-day, you have an idea of what you're going to do, but always leave it a little open. You might be guided on a better way, and just stay open with that. Almost like a kid again, just a little open. Who cares if you did it that way forever? Just be a little bit more open, because it could be a better way, more efficient way. You could get a lot more done in your days. It could be done in a better way. Because remember, we kept on getting, I see what they're leading me to. They said, you can do more. You can do more. And so I think they're making us a lot more efficient, and where there were what they call like holes in your cup, where it's just spilling out like your energy and your focus and it's wasted. None of that. No. Right? It's like sewing those holes up, plastering that up, and yeah. So let's get into it. Whatever the length of the video is, I'll look at the angel number message. It'll be the first pinned comment on the video. Let's get into it. Just clear out and just get ready to receive. We're going to tap into the archangels for the overall, for messages for overall for the week. We're just going to tap into the archangels. So just clear out and get ready to receive what they want to bring forth for all of us for the journey. Knight of Michael. So there's going to be fast moving, especially when it comes to things that you're trying to build and grow and secure in the physical. So yeah, it's time to move quickly now. Choose logic. That's what I'm telling you. They're giving you some kind of enlightenment, clarity, and everything else. And they've been saying that this is Michael. Michael is like, get a move on those things. And there's going to be divine, look at this, things ending. But it came out in this order. So Knight of Michael is having you move quickly, choose logic over emotion. There's sudden changes. This is things that are coming. Your angels are overseeing your Four of Ariel. What are you growing in the physical? This is literally they're saying what you give, you also receive, being resistance to change, extremes in how you save or spend money. They're helping you with your security, your stability. They want you to take a final bow on some things. Some situations have ended and you're finally free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. We've been getting that all through September. Put the past behind you, especially when it comes to growing and securing your physical security, material needs, and everything else. The old cycle is kind of ending. There could be some things that are closing and ending during this week. New opportunities are coming that you're probably going to be, they're going to ask you to move quickly on, especially when it comes to, again, your security, stability, your money, your material, what you're growing, what you're manifesting. And there's some things you're going to be finishing, and there's going to be new opportunities here. Again, it's the 9 of Ariel and the 5 of Michael. There are situations, again, they're doubling down. There are definite situations that have ended and they're sweeping out at this time, especially when it comes for your security, stability. There are going to be other things for you to move on. There are going to be changes with this. And they want you to know that it's actually going to be very good. You're going to get a move on these things. That their angels are actually planting things here for you to move on, because literally there is so much for you to accomplish. Make a very detailed plan. You're being watched over by someone kind, and they want you to know that. This is Archangel Michael energy that is definitely sweeping out the old things that no longer serve you, especially when it comes to your safety, your security, your material needs, and to get a move on. There are going to be changes with this, and you're using logic over your emotions here. So it's going from the past to new things, and this is it. I mean, they're gearing you up that there's so much to accomplish when it comes to your security, stability, your abundance, what you're trying to manifest here. And this is coming out of the past, out of the old. Definitely old situations no longer serve you. So it is about change. It is about changing things up, and they're very much guiding you. So when you're making those steps, the 9 of the Ariel is the slow moving horse, very detailed, doing the details, doing the work, and that they're with you as you're doing it. So just what I was saying, like, remain a little open while you're doing the work in the physical when it comes to your material needs being fulfilled, the details, the everyday point A to point B details, because there's a lot to accomplish, and they're helping you to accomplish it with the details, like very practically. So I do want to say that, and you're being watched over, and that's been a repeating message. They have me do so many readings about they're around you, they're watching as your situations have ended. You're free for new opportunities moving forward, and it's about what you're doing. Do you see this is all Archangel Michael? I mean, it's such a powerful thing that's happening from the past, and closings and endings, and sweeping out the old, what no longer serves, and there's changes with that. And then here it is, it's the moves for actually building this up, your stability, security, your abundance, right? Money, literally. So yeah, there's a lot to accomplish. And in September, as you're doing the work, as you're doing it, you're being watched over, they're around you, and they're leaving things, like they're showing you the steps, and it's all in the details. So this is like brick by brick. They're like, not giving it, it's like brick by brick, stone by stone. They're right there with you. They're right there as you're making the moves in the physical. I have chills. But no doubt about it, you're feeling almost like this end of one cycle, beginning of another. The end of situations that don't give you the outcomes you want, are not part of building this, are going away. And they're making sure that you're okay with that. You're definitely being illuminated at this time, and it's logic over emotion. And like they said, you're getting the clarity. Things are ending. There are new opportunities for happiness, and put the past behind you and get to move and build up on those new things. And they're helping you to do that. So that's the energy. It's landing over here. So what is the energy we're dealing with all through September here this week? You can't make this up. Blossoming abundance. It is the moves and the details and the steps to blossom this abundance, and they're with you on that. But 3 is always that divine is working with you and collaborating with you as you're growing and manifesting and doing the work to expand and have abundance, and they're with you on the details. So I do want to say it's with you on the details for abundance here, and it's going from the old to the new and creating new abundance for yourself, and that's what they're helping you to do in all forms. And so this is really exciting, but it's very, very much in the details. It's blossoming, right? So it is like the details are blossoming abundance. The moves and steps you're making now are blossoming abundance. And it's from out of the past. It's from out of old situations, moving on. New opportunities are following that are helping to create this blossoming abundance. So It is through the work and what you're doing. And that has been the third time. That's why they have me do so many readings. It's the support that's needed to do the work, to do the details. Yeah, it's this. It's what is it going to take to do the details, to build this up, to blossom this now, this like new blossoming abundance. Easy does it. They're with you on the moves. This is the slow moving horse. This is not quick. This is not poof overnight. And so, yeah, there is no need to hurry or rush things to happen or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. So it's like, just relax, de-stress, realize they're working with you. It's easy does it the whole way. And they are supporting this blossoming. Where do they want me to put this? Okay, easy does it. That is like the number one thing. So you're going to find that this is a process, and it's going to be what you're doing, the details, day to day, and have patience with that. Easy does it. You don't even have to force things to happen. They're working with you. 3 is a very collaborative. The divine's even working with you. So it's like easy does it. Kind of remind yourself, as you're the one that's doing the steps here, that they're with you on the moves. There's a lot to accomplish. They're doubling down, tripling down on that. 3, there's a lot to accomplish, so easy does it. No need to hurry, no need to force. Everything is happening in perfect timing. They're going to keep you in this momentum. This is not a galloping horse they're showing me. This is like, I don't even ride horses, but it's like bloop, bloop, bloop. I don't know. I know this sounds really weird, but the slowest, like the bloop, bloop, like very, I don't know. That's what they're giving me. Remember that when you're trying to get things done. It's like, take a deep breath. It's slow moving horse. I don't know what else to say. Easy does it. But this is all the details that it takes for blossoming abundance. They're with you. There's a lot to accomplish. And it's definitely out of the past situations. This is details going forward. There's a lot. They're with you. And yeah, you're being watched over by someone kind. And they're with you. Yeah, listen to your inner voice as we are trying to guide you. You can't make this up. They're doing this with you. See the angels here as you're doing the steps and moves? Listen to your inner voice as we try to guide you. Use your intuition. That's how you're going to make your way blossoming this abundance. So on the day-to-day, I would say, they're with you, they're around you, you're checking in. Just like I said in the very beginning before I pulled cards, leave your head a little open because you might be guided. Why don't you call that person? Why don't you look that up? Why don't you take a break? Why don't you do that piece of work now? They kept on saying the wisdom is the way forward. The wisdom is the way forward. That was in the monthly. This is all about your divine wisdom. You're listening to your inner voice. I hope the camera freezes on these cards. I might even hold this up and make sure this is the snapshot, that because this is to hold on to, because that's how they're communicating to you as you're doing the details. There's a lot to accomplish to build this up, right? This is your security, stability, abundance, and they're guiding you through there. So yeah, and easy does it with that. But this is definitely blossoming new abundance for you, and that's what they're supporting. So what can we surrender to make things easier? Did I do this already? Did I do the surrender? No. Did I skip? I'm so into this. Yeah, I skipped what to surrender. What should we surrender to make this easier? I guess listen to our inner voice. Surrender your fear of change. I got chills. That's Michael. And I almost want to cry because there is changes here. Remember when they said, this is changes. Easy does it, because they're helping you. These are changes because these are situations have ended. This is moving on from the past. This is even releasing your attachments to old things. You might have had an idea of something and it's not it. Surrender your fear of change. They're guiding you literally to blossoming new abundance in new ways. So surrender your fear of change. You can almost feel you're being counseled with that. We were getting the 3 of Michael a lot. It's now being represented in these Michael cards, but it's the same thing. It's this reassuring, we're here guiding you. You don't have to fear the changes. I have chills when I say that because you're going to get sign symbols, messages as you're here in the physical, doing the moves, planting here for sign symbols, messages, reassuring you. You can surrender your fear of change. See the 2 horses as they're guiding you, like they're guiding you towards abundance. The horses, you are on the horse going to blossoming abundance, right? Listen to your guidance, and you don't have to fear change as you're going here, galloping slowly, doing the work. The universe is, because you don't know where you're going. You don't know how this is blossoming quite yet. You're kind of just trusting. You're listening to your intuition, doing the details, doing the work. trying to blossom abundance, and they're with you as you're doing it in the details. And they're saying the universe is reminding you that you are cared for always. And whether you're afraid of a change in your job, your health, or relationship, or if you fear aging or death, repeat the affirmation, I have faith that all is well. I have faith that all is well. And you breathe that in because, again, they said, easy does it. Easy does it. And you're making your way blossoming abundance. Abundance means anything for us in all forms, right? So whatever is your abundance, when you hear those words, you're doing it with them in the details. Have faith. Do not fear change. They're kind of like reassuring you. You can surrender your fear of change. They're with you as you're making your moves to blossom abundance. With you on the moves to blossom more abundance. With you on the details to blossom more abundance. They're guiding you with your intuition. And they're going to leave, again, a lot of sign symbols, messages as you're doing it. Heading your way to blossoming abundance. That's what they're reassuring you. And it is out of the past situations that have ended. These are changes. For growth, for blossoming abundance, that's change. Growth is change. Right. I read something recently, and now I can't eloquently remember it, but something about like change. Oh boy, I lost it as quick as it came in. It's a new opportunity. Change, right, it's right here. Change fears, change is actually a new opportunity. And we don't look at it like that. We just are like, that ended. That's no more. But there are new things on the horizon. And that's what they're saying. They're new things. They're guiding you to these new things. And I have chills that are going to be part of the blossoming abundance. So it's in the details. They're with you as you're doing the details. Blossoming abundance here. You can surrender the fear of change. They're guiding you through your intuition, and there's a lot to accomplish. You're doing the work. It is what you're doing in September. That's what they kept on saying. That's why we had so many videos. It was like an ongoing conversation. They would not let me sleep. They woke me up at 5 a.m. to do like those back-to-back readings for them going into the month of September. So no doubt you feel you do have the support as you're doing the work, doing the details. They're right there with you. Blossoming this abundance. They're right there with you. Oneness. You can't make this up on the bottom. Someone you dearly love is forever present in your heart. Remember, dearest one, that even though there's been a physical parting, spiritually those we love never leave us. Creation is eternal. Nothing is ever truly missing, for all is interconnected and ultimately one. They're with you here as you're doing the work, trying to accomplish things. And on the bottom was oneness. They wanted me to read that. As you're blossoming abundance. I mean, don't fear any changes going from the old to new. They're with you doing that. They're with you blossoming abundance. I'm going to put that in there. With you on the blossoming abundance, but all that it takes, because there's details. It's easy, does it? They're guiding you. And so it's going to be in the day-to-day to remember what you're connected to, that oneness. I should have left that card out, that oneness, right? So take a deep breath and breathe that in, that they're with you as you're heading your way to blossoming abundance. Yeah, action. They are saying it is action time. Take those steps and look at this on the horse. On the horse. Action. They're guiding you. I mean, like literally. So drop all fear and just do it. There's the fear of change. Drop all fear and just do it. They're going to be in your ear. They're going to be in your ear. They're going to be guiding you. And I'm telling you, they are. It's almost like past whatever you say to yourself, past what other people tell you, I don't know. But yeah, drop all the fear and just do it. Yeah, that's what, I wish I was an octopus. Yes, drop all fear and just do it. You have the power to create and be whatever you truly want. So look inside your heart and take positive action in those things that bring you closer to achieving your desired goals. Nothing can stop you except your own fears. This card is positive confirmation from God and the angels that the time is right for you to start a new and exciting venture. A new and excited venture. I would say out of the past, out of the old situations, new and exciting venture of what is blossoming your abundance now, today, going forward. And you're getting past your fear of change and doing the details. There's a lot to accomplish here. So drop that fear and just do it. You're going to feel like time is of the essence. There's no day like today, that you had all your pieces come back so that you can do this. You're right. I mean, and the last one was healing. Listen to your heart. Love is the greatest healer. It has the capacity to balance and heal your emotions, thoughts, and perceptions, which in turn will heal you physically. Your angels are here with you and will help, again, dissolve your fears. Trust in the power of love to guide you. Here's the guiding. Past the fear. They are really getting you past the fears here. They had to heal things within you to keep going, I would say, or almost like heal the parts so you can get the heal part back, because they kept saying you're more empowered, getting past your fear of change and doing what's necessary to blossom new abundance. You had to heal that piece of you and get that peace back. I'm getting chills because they're saying, listen to your heart. Love is the greatest healer. It has the capacity to balance and heal your emotions, thoughts, and perceptions, which in turn will heal you physically. Your angels are here with you and will help dissolve your fears. Trust in the power of love to guide you. This is the guidance. Drop the fear. Love will guide you and your life will magically transform. This card is confirmation. We have two saying, they don't normally say that. You're getting positive confirmation. This card is confirmation. Healing is occurring right now. Healing is occurring right now. You're getting healed inside and out on multi-dimensional. There are pieces of you that are coming back together. If I wish I could take this camera up, there's a deconstructed heart cloud. It's almost like pieces of you connect. I know this is bizarre to say. Oh, they just turned it away. Okay. It was like a deconstructed heart. The pieces of you have been healed and are coming back. They're getting you past the fear. They're having all your pieces take action now. Drop all fear and just do it. Make those moves. Do the details on the day-to-day. This is very much, they're with you on the day-to-day. This is not one poof overnight, but together, doing the work in the details and taking those actions, you're blossoming abundance. Listen to your guidance because it does know the way. It's your navigation system. These are two confirmation cards. And what they want me to say is while you're doing it, see how the angel is placing things? These are like confirmation. You're going to get confirmation. They're looking out for you, watching out for you. These two cards were confirmation, but as you're doing it, keep your clairs open and everything open because you're getting a lot of confirmation. And that's been happening so much. I've been saying that almost in every reading. Like you might not even say the words out loud, but you're guided on something or you feel something or something resonates and you do it and then spirit confirms you, right? So you're getting a very direct, and this has been ongoing right now, that this is amplified right now, that you're getting a lot of direct confirmation. So you know, yes, make those moves past your fear, past what's you're being fed 24/7, past, yes, take action, do that. You're following your own guidance. This is coming direct and you're on your horse doing the details. There's a lot to accomplish. You're blossoming this abundance, right? Easy does it. It's not going to be overnight. They're going to remind you of that too. But that it's all happening, again, they said, in perfect timing. They wanted me to say it's all happening in perfect timing. So they're going to keep you in that momentum. I don't even know what to say with that because it's a divine momentum. Again, I'm not a horse rider. It's a divine, not momentum, but like a divine strut. Divine strut. Yes, keep the divine strut to abundance. I don't know what tempo. I don't know. Because I'm more into music. I have no idea what they're trying to give me here, but it's like a play on words. I used to do so many play on words with spirit. It was so fun. But yeah, no, I'm just so excited by this reading because it is in the day-to-day. You're going to feel that. There's a lot to accomplish. You're making detailed plans. You're getting past the fear that might have held you back before. You're listening to your guidance. That's the navigation system. It's all heading to blossoming abundance. Now, and it's out of the past. It's out of old situations, right? It's all about your stability, security, what you're building for yourself, the 4 of Ariel. So yeah, I mean, they're very much with you, and I would stay tapped into that and pay attention to even the practical advice or guidance that you're getting. But this is action time. This is action, 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 and know what you're aligned with, right? You don't even have to be hurry or rushing. Again, it's the details. I just want to say this again because they're doubling down because I tend to want everything done overnight, A to Z tomorrow. You know what I mean? But they're saying there's a lot to accomplish. You got to be very detailed. It's in the steps. It's in the moves. It's that. And you are blossoming abundance. And that's what they want you to know, that these action steps are absolutely blossoming. And you're dropping the fear and you're just doing it. And that's what needs to be done. So bravo, and continue to listen to your guidance because that's your navigation system. I wish you the best for the week of September. And this has been the ongoing message. But I love that we get confirmed even with the weeklies. Confirmation. There's nothing like divine confirmation. I wish you the best with all that you're doing in September. Take care. Bye-bye.